Hello again to a new tutorial from Aroha Media. In this tutorial, we learn how to make a character side run cycle in Flash. Run cycle is an animation which keeps repeating as if being played in continuous loop. Once it's done, we can repeat it as many times as we need. We'll not be manipulating each key but using motion twin. This will make our animation slightly easier. First thing we are going to do is start with a simple character in a new Flash file. Save that file and name it Character Run Cycle Side Angle. Scale down the character on the stage as seen in the video. Enter inside the main symbol and see that we broke down each piece of the body into different symbols. And every symbol is on a different layer too. Now, we have started creating the very first pose of the run cycle on the very first key. We might have to edit some of the symbols from inside, that is, the drawings of some parts of the character according to the pose requirements. Currently, we are editing the leg on top. We need to edit the leg under the symbol too. Using the sub-selection and editing the nodes is one of the easy ways to change the drawing. Every symbol of the body has to properly be matched, keeping the run pose in mind. Put all the layers temporarily on outline mode. It will help you in selecting all the required parts. Before you tilt it, place its pivot point to the center of the west line. Tilt the upper half body slightly towards the right as seen in the video. Now, move the hands. Not only the right hand, but also move the left hand. Switch on the outline mode to pick the hidden left hand behind the body. Notice that every time before moving any multiple parts together, we are adjusting the pivot points as per the direction they are going to be rotated in. The hand placements are done. Now, select the left leg and move it. Please follow the video to work out these steps right. We need a ground plane for the running character. So, add a new layer, name it Ground Level, and draw a simple straight line as seen in the video. This will also keep the foot placement always correct and will not go off the ground. And the weight of the character will also rely on this ground level. Coming back, we again edit the first pose. Normally, while running, we close the fists of both the hands. So, we need to draw the fists inside the hand symbols. Use the pencil tool and keep it in the smooth mode while drawing. Okay, here we are ready with outline drawing of the right fist. Now, pick the same skin color and fill it in the new drawing. We don't need the previous hand position anymore, so delete it. Similarly, a left fist drawing for the left hand. Let's draw it using the same pencil tool. Fill the same skin color to it and delete the previous left hand part from there. Coming back, we still have to finish the first pose of the run. Check and edit each part using the sub-selection tool. Now we are finished with all the changes. This is our final first pose. Now, move to the timeline. Before starting with the second pose of the run, decide and extend the frames for the full animation. We choose to extend up to frame 17. So, select all the 17th frames of all the layers and press F6. This will directly create new keyframes on the 17th frames, and these are supposed to be the last keyframes of the animation. So, the same first pose will be placed on the last keyframe. Select and insert the keyframes on the 9th frames of all the layers. First and last keyframe pose is same, so the poses on keyframe 1 and keyframe 17 will be the same. So, on the 9th frames, we'll create the second pose of the run cycle. Select all three pieces of the right hand and rotate them in front. To select the left hand parts, put all the layers in outline mode. It will help us selecting the hidden parts. Move the pivot point to the shoulder point and rotate it backwards as seen in the video. Keep playing the animation and edit the movement as required. Match the joints properly. Move down and modify the leg positions. Second pose will be almost a mirror of the first position. Outline mode and onion skin will be most needed options to arrange the position according to the previous pose. So, for now, our first and second poses are completely ready with us. Now, we need some passing key positions for the run cycle animation. So, on the fifth frame, insert keyframes on all the layers. Lock the ground level so that we don't accidentally edit them. Grab the whole character and shift it down. And we are now starting with the new middle pose at frame number 5. Legs are the only bit tricky parts. On this frame, one of the character's feet will be touching the ground level. Playing the animation between the editing will help you understand exactly which pose we are creating. Switch on the outline mode while matching the hiding parts. This is the pose where the whole body is putting its weight on the ground. Relative to that, we'll move the head portion a little downwards. Then again, select the full upper body along with the head and shift it slightly down. Edit and arrange the individual parts as per the pose. Keep playing to find out what changes are required. Both the hands need some changes here. Don't forget to place the pivot point of the hands to the shoulder joint. Switch on the outline mode and edit the left hand correctly. Hands are pretty easier in comparison with the legs. We are done with the final pose on all the 5th frames. Now it's time to create the middle pose between the 9th and 17th frames, which will be on the 13th frame. Like the 9th frame pose is a mirror of the first and last pose, similarly, the pose on the 13th frame will be a mirror of the pose on the 5th frame. Keeping this in mind, copy all the similar and reference pose positions from 5th to the 13th frame. Select the frames to be copied and hold down the Alt key on the keyboard while moving the copy of the frames to frame 13. Hence, we are reusing the complete upper body part on the 13th frame. Insert the keyframes by pressing F6 on the frames where we have not reused the poses. Grab the complete lower body part . Note that the full upper body part was reused. We only need the changes in the lower part, that is, legs movement. Hide and edit the pose layers one by one. Left leg is arranged. Now select the right leg. Don't forget the small part of the zipper of the pants. We are almost ready with all the poses. Press Enter to play and check the animation. OK. On the 13th frame, we notice that the fold created here is more than needed. So, we'll have to edit that inside the symbol. Go inside that symbol and extend the frames till 17. That's our full animation length. Insert a keyframe on frame 13 where we need to remove the extra fold. Edit the drawing. Step outside. Right-click on that layer and click on Synchronize Symbols. Now it will follow the frame sequence inside that symbol. See the change? Look at frame number 17. We need some drawing changes here as well. Step inside the same symbol and copy the first keyframe on the 17th frame. Now it looks perfect. Even outside, we have used the same first keys for the 17th frames. No more changes in the poses. It's time to apply Motion Twin. Select all the frames of all the layers except the ground layer and assign Motion Twin from the Properties panel. Play the running movement. During the motion, you will notice some unwanted, unmatched cuts are created. We have to fix them. Let's start with the character's left leg. On frame 5, switch on the outline mode and you see the calf portion is not matched properly. So, move the portion and fix it as seen in the video. Add some more keyframes between the Motion Twin to match the parts. Right leg to be fixed now. Zoom in to mark every cut. Play and check each and every unwanted cut. We shifted the key inside the right calf symbol. Along with the leg modifications, rearrange the shoe placements too. Keep playing the animation to see our progress so far. Some cuts are still pending. Insert keyframes and match them. Exit to the main stage area and extend all the frames up to 100. Go back and finish the editing part. Some cuts are visible in the hands section too. Insert the keyframes wherever needed. Zoom in to the highest to match the parts accurately as seen in the video. Play the animation. No more unwanted cuts in the right hand. We check the zip part now. We have to check and edit each and every frame, even for the smallest detail part of the animation. Play and check the run animation on the main stage area. We notice some missed cuts here. Enter the main animation symbol and zoom on the right shoe area. On some frames, shoes should be touching the ground level. So, we need to add some drawing part in the shoe symbol. Step inside the shoe symbol and extend the frames till frame 17. Insert the keyframes at 6 and 7 where you need to change the drawing. Now, start the changes on 6. On this frame, the shoe will touch the ground, so we are modifying it that way. Switch on onion skin to maintain the shoe design and volume while drawing. When done, exit the symbol and firstly select the whole layer of that shoe, right-click and click Synchronize Symbols to follow the frame numbers same as inside. Now, on the same frame number, we need to edit the lower part of the character's pants according to the shoe portion. Please follow the video carefully to make these changes. Skew and match the calf area. When you play the animation, you will notice that on the 14th frame, the left shoe should also be touching the ground. So, time to change the drawing in that shoe symbol too. Extend the frames up to frame 17 and then insert the keyframes on 14th and 15th frames. Change of the drawing will be on the 14th frame. We are modifying to show a bent shoe. When done, exit and synchronize symbols for that shoe layer too. Exit to the main stage area. Character run cycle looks successful. The only stuff that should not be steady and stiff while running is hair. Keep double-clicking to the head to reach the hair symbol. Before that, extend all the frames till frame 17 in head symbol. This is a hair group. Break it as shape twin works directly on the drawing. Even here, extend the frames further than frame 17. Only the front wavy portion of the hair will get animated. So, accordingly, divide the parts of hair in two different layers. Remove the unwanted line and lock that layer. Put another layer on outline mode and lock it too. Add a new layer above it. Draw identical half portion of the wavy hair on that layer. Delete the unwanted line. Fill the same hair color. Add one more layer. Now, draw remaining half portion of the hair on it. Keep the previous layer on outline mode as well. Fill the same color and remove the unwanted line. So, in short, we have divided that wavy hair part in two more layers. Press F8 and make symbols of both the parts individually. Name the first part Hair 01 and the second part as Hair 02. Now, individually, we animate those parts inside their symbols. Enter the Hair 01 symbol and here as well, divide the outline and color patch in different layers. So, select the outline, cut and place in place on the new layer. Now, we can start animating. Insert the keyframes on frame 5 and start the editing by holding and moving the patch node. Do the same for the outline node on another layer. We are using the sub-selection tool for editing. Match the outline shape to the color patch. For better effect, let's change the shape even on the first key. Match the outline shapes and color patch properly as seen in the video. To keep the hair flow maintained, we are copying the same keys. Copy the first keys and place them on the 9th frame. Copy the 5th frame keys and paste them on the 13th frame, and at last, copy the first keyframes or the 9th keyframes and paste on the 17th frames. Apply Shape Twin to all the in-between frames. Some white gaps are visible when we see the animation playing. Let's take the hair movement in the main symbol. Also, select the head symbol layer and right-click to synchronize symbol as we have added some animation inside the symbol. Now, inside the head symbol, delete that unwanted layer. And to remove the white gaps, start adding shape hints as seen in the video. For shape hint, press Ctrl plus Shift plus H. We have added ABC hints on the outline layer and placed them exactly on its 3 nodes. Now, on the next key, place the ABC hints dot on their relative positions. Again, add ABC hints on 5th frame, place them, and arrange the respective hints on the 9th frames. Similarly, place new ABC hints on the 9th frame and place the respective hints on frame 13. Again, press Ctrl plus Shift plus H 3 times on 13th frame. Arrange them to the nodes and arrange the respective hints on the 17th frame. Now, all the hints work is done for the outline layer. Now, hide that layer and repeat the same procedure for the color patch layer keys as seen in the video. Add 3 ABC shape hints on each key for the color patch, and on the succeeding key, match those shape hints on their relative positions. When you play the animation, you will see now that the shape twinning is working properly without any gaps. Lock the outline layer while working on the color layer. Green shape hints indicate that the hints are properly matched to the position. So, all the hints are added to this hair portion. Keep both the layers in normal mode and check the animation. Do the same for hair 02 symbol. Step inside that symbol, extend the frames till frame 17, and divide the outline and color patch in different layers. Insert keyframes on the 5th frame and edit that drawing for the hair flow. Match the outline to the changed color patch shape. Please follow the video to get the steps right. We are swapping the keys on 1st and 5th frames with each other. Now, edit the drawing on 5th frame as seen in the video. Apply the shape twin between the keys. Again, copy the first keyframes on the 9th and 17th frames. And copy the keys on frame 5 to the 13th frames. Apply Shape Twin between all the keys. When you play the animation, similarly, you'll have to add the shape hints on each key and match their positions on the next keys as we have done earlier. Here too, we'll need 3 hints A, B and C for every key. The shortcut for adding the hints is Ctrl plus Shift plus H. Hints are turning to green, that means they are matching to the proper nodes of the shape. The color layer in animation looks good now. Similarly, work out the same for the outline layer. Lock the color layer and start adding the hints on outline layer. If any of the hints don't match to the point, it will remain red. That time, you'll have to zoom in and match it to the exact point needed. You can add as many hints as you want as per your animation. Finally, all the hints are added and well positioned. Check the hair movement in every symbol while exiting to the main run symbol. Keep playing and check the hair movement even in scene 1, that is, on main stage area. Note that working on small details gives us a better and bigger impact in the animation. Here you go. We are ready with a pretty good character side run cycle. It's really not that hard. What's nice about this is, once you have the run cycle animation, you can use this as a foundation for other character in so many different projects. So, hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial from Aroha Media. We'll be back with you soon with another animation tutorial. Thank you.